morning. I am Manoj Kumar, Assistant Professor of English, Nandan, Sanskrit College, Isahpur, Madhubani. It's a constituent unit of Commerce Sourcing, Sanskrit University, Darbhanga. Today we are going to discuss passive verbs forms. The topic is important for intermediate students. A passive verb has a form of be and a passive participle. For example, active and passive. First of all, in present simple, they play the game. In a passive, the game is played. Present continuous, they are playing the game. In passive, the game is being played. Present perfect, they have played the game. In passive, the game has been played. Past simple, they played the game. In passive, the game was played. Past continuous, they were playing the game. In passive, the game was being played. Past perfect, they had played the game. In passive, the game had been played. Future, they will play the game. In passive, the game will be played. Again, they are going to play the game. In future, the game is going to be played. In the negative, note comes after the first auxiliary. Try to understand. It's very important. When we make negative sentences, in the negative, note comes after the first auxiliary. For example, motorists are not killed by cyclists. Motorists are not killed by cyclists. Here not is expressing negativity. The money still hasn't been found. In a question or in an interrogative sentence, there is inversion of the subject and first auxiliary. For example, has the money been found? When was the mail sent? Here, has the money been found? As rule says, there is an inversion. Inversion means the arrival of verb before the subject. Inversion of the subject and first auxiliary. There are two auxiliaries in the sentence, has or been. Found is the main verb. Here, first auxiliary. As rule says, there is an inversion of the subject and first auxiliary. That's why has is the first auxiliary. When was the mail sent? Next, we can use the passive. Try to understand. We can use the passive with a modal verb or with a phrase like have to. For example, stamps can be bought at any post office. Stamps can be bought at any post office. The work once had to be done by hand. The note might have been thrown out. These are the examples. Animals shouldn't be kept in cages. Some phrasal and prepositional verbs. Try to notice again. Some phrasal and prepositional verbs and verbal idioms can be passive. For example, the flats were knocked down last year. Here, knocked down, phrasal verbs. Has the doctor been sent for? Sent for, phrasal verbs used in passive. Slavery should be done away with. Here, done away with, phrasal verb used in passive. The child is always being made fun of. Here, made fun of in passive. The adverb or preposition, for example, down, for, etc., used in these sentences, comes after the participle. Finally, be plus passive participle, try to notice. Be plus passive participle can express an action or a state. For better understanding, comparison is important here. You can compare the vase was broken by a guest. Try to notice. The vase was broken by a guest. Here, the sentence expresses action. Second sentence, the vase was broken. It lay in pieces. The sentence expresses a state. In this way, today we have become acquainted with certain passive verb forms most commonly used in English language. That's all for now. Thank you.